So today I'm going to tell you guys about how to do the art of speech making. Because last week Peter asked you guys what you guys understand about making a speech, and he told me that most of you are lacking in the art of speech making. So speech making, what is speech making? It's something that you write to deliver to the audience. And I'll give you 5 lessons to be able to allow you to proceed a smooth speech making. There we go. So lesson 1, the research process. Every speech you need to research something. And always collect more information than that you can possibly use. Why? Because during a speech you will be using your research or your idea or experience to your audience. If you only research like a little teeny bit that you want to use for your whole entire speech, you won't be able to bring out the experience for everybody. You might be talking about like a cat. Well, a cat is furry, there's 2 ears, there's eyes. Right, and not all animals have that. I mean, all animals have ears, eyes, a mouth, blah blah. But if you're able to tell a cat actually belongs to the Flixton family, they are the only nature, a cat, when they mate, they're very private in the mating seasons. They actually go to a very private place and do their doing. And they are not what you call a dominant animal. They go around all the places. This information allows you to have more inspired. What is a cat? Instead of saying a cat is furry, has ears, has a mouth, blah blah. So having more information in your hand, you're able to tell the audience like more things. That's lesson 1. Have more information than you possibly have. Lesson 2, the word after word. Why? I mean, the word after word does not mean that you go like title. It was one day, November, sky was blue, there was meteors, blah 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 blah. No, you're not making a speech, you're making a novel, you're doing a book. And you're doing it so professionally that I give you hands up. What is the word after word? It says just ramble on. Just ramble on, you know. Like when you're writing a speech, let's say you're writing about a wall. A wall is flat, it's tall, it's long, it's perfect, it's a wall. And then you write into a speech. The wall in my house is tall, it's long, the feel to it is so magnificent that I love my wall. It gives me security. It's things like this that you do about writing a speech. You go word after word, you ramble on. So, during a speech, just ramble on. And you know, even as a professional speaker, you still have a confrontation of not able to find like what you're writing. I mean, those things, that terror of confronting a black computer script is limited to only amateurs. Even expertise such as Peter, even he has a problem making a speech sometimes. He faces blank screens. Don't you, Peter? There we go. Lesson 3. Write for the year. Don't write for the eye. I mean, when you write something, you look through it. It looks okay. The cat sat on the mat. The cat is hungry. He likes maths. He wants to eat something. That's for the eye. But don't use it for the ear. Let me tell you a story. There once was a cat who sat on the mat, who was hungry and devious for some food. That is for the ear. The difference between for the ear and for the eye is where when you read through it, you say it's okay, but what happens? What happens, I ask you all, when you read that out aloud? Will you be able to go smoothly to the flow? Or does it feel like blah, 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 blah? What? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, write for the ear, fellow friends. Write for the ear. So here's something you can do. Maybe after you finish writing a speech, read it aloud to a mirror or to a recorder, and then listen to it again. When you realize that you hear some part of blah 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 blah, then you know, change your speech, don't use it. There we go, full stop. Because most people of the audience will not be able to understand what you're talking about sometimes. Why? Because the ear processes slower than the eye. So what you're doing is trying to make your speech smooth, frequently, that everybody can take in what you said. Lesson 4. Avoid using PowerPoint traps. I know it's contradicting that I'm using PowerPoint right now to tell everybody about this, but why avoid using a PowerPoint trap? All of us have lectures. We all do lectures, we sit down, here comes the teacher, he walks in cool, you know, class, what's up? He put his computer down, plus PowerPoint, and it's full of words. What is the most instant thing that you do when you see this? You fall asleep straight away. Also, well, PowerPoint full of words and the teacher is standing over here. So for section 1 calculus, you take x, you divide it by square 2, then you take the 2x, and then you take the denominator, blah 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 blah. You don't do that. So the PowerPoint is great. It's awesome. I mean, I'm doing it, but how do you use it? Do not rely on PowerPoint too much. Just put all your information onto it, all the data you collected onto it. Deliver it. You're a public speaker. You have to say it. Don't show it. Say it. Your voice is the weapon as a speaker. Lesson 5, the golden rule. The really great writers and speakers give us ideas and insights. But a good idea makes the audience say, huh, I never thought of that. But insight makes them say, wow, I never thought of it that way. So what is the difference between these two? It's like, right, I know that. Okay, so that's new to me. Right, whatever. So cool. Wait, I know that, but how can it be done like that? I mean, most of us here take calculus, don't we? We take calculus here. Calculus, right? Everyone takes calculus here. Right? So we know math, you know, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4, and so on and so forth. That's simple stuff, easy peasy. But what happens when you reach your derivatives, you reach the limited value? Whoa! Damn, I hate that. Don't we all hate that? But then what happens when we get to know it? What happens when we click? Then we go, wow, so that's how it's done. So that's what it's used for. What tells me my future subject. Something gives you insight, that should inspires you, that should gives you more personality. Where an idea only gives a person a flicker of light. So one is a torch, another is a light. So, as a speaker, you're trying to give insight to people. Right now, I'm talking about speeches. Everyone knows to make a speech. You come up here, hey, my name is Thomas. I come from Taichung, and I'm cool, I'm awesome. That's a speech, right? But I can make it more awesome, you know? It's like, hi guys, my name is Thomas, and I realize you now have a British accent, don't I? You know that, right? Yeah. Don't do that, Peter. So, it's like giving insight to a person, it's like giving insight to yourself. Where a speech is just like blah. Well, blah, it's like this gives you an idea, flicker of idea. And something that most of us actually loses on. There's a 3 rules for how to capture the audience's attention. Rule 1, counter program. When you realize that everybody has been making so much words on the PowerPoint, you can do something different. Do something interactive with the PowerPoint. Maybe like a round circle over here, and just moving with your hand. Actually, you're controlling with your mouse over here, you know. Do something different. Go for something what people won't expect it. Do a twist. A twist. That's what everybody always finds interesting, and nudge into. It surprises them. To wakes them up from their sleep sometimes even. So twist is rule 1. Rule 2. A speaker's support should only say as support. It should not be no more than support. Such as the PowerPoint, which most of us use. you should not be standing in the corner of here and saying, this is how you do a speech, guys. So rule 1, you go from there. Rule 2, you go from there. Rule 3, you go from there. No. The support should always have support. So you use your support wisely. Don't make it like the support is the main thing. You yourself, you're the spotlight. You're the star, man. I mean, wow. I see so much stars over here right now. You have no idea. So you're the star, not this. This is just a piece of machine put together by pieces departments, you know, stuff like that. Feel free, play the audience. Play the audience. Peter's feel free to play with.
I love playing with the audience.
He loves the audience. You go to the audience, you just interact with the crowd. Make them feel part of the speech. You know, it's hard for me to do it since I'm not Peter. Peter's like a pro in doing this. So if you get bored, you look at Peter's speech, how he does it. He actually brings the audience into his speech, grabs them. And how to do this, just go through your own experience. Play with different things, like bring a hat and put on somebody else. Bring a piece of pie and make somebody eat it. Stuff like that, you know. It's too extreme, So these are the basics of how to do our speeches. So rule 1 is basically sorry. So rule number 1. Do you guys still remember? Research. Rule 2.
One more after.
Rumble on, just rumble on. Rumble on. I just call rumble on because it's such an awesome name, you know. One word after another. Rule 3.
Right for the year.
Right for the year, indeed. The eye is blind. I mean, most of us are blind. Like somebody falls asleep, you know, and then only the ears are open. Rule 4.
Avoid the PowerPoint
Avoid
trick.
PowerPoint. This is a trap. This is a huge trap. You don't want this. You want this. You don't do this, you know. You guys know, right? Rule 5. The golden rule. Be insightful. And then the 3 rules for being attention for an audience. Do you remember? First one is
counter.
Rule 2 is support should always be a support. Don't rely on that machine. That machine could be made by China. Rule 3.
Play the audience.
The audience. I'm so glad you guys know everything. So any questions so far? Anybody ask about anything else besides speech making or other things? But we're all cool, you know. We're all awesome. I mean, we have Peter at the back. We answer questions as well.
Any questions? Anyone?
Professor Ju is here.
I'm not a professor yet. I haven't gone through my PhD program, nor will I.
Planning to.
Nope.
Alright, so no questions. You can find me after the speech or after social time if you guys have any questions. Back to Timmy.